Good morning, children. Welcome to the next video of the lesson number 4, the Rattrap, written by Selma Legolov. In the last video, we completed up to the page number 38 of your textbook Flamingo. So today we are going to start from the page number 39. So open your book at page number 39. Here in the first paragraph, the conversation is going on between the iron master and his daughter. And the iron master daughter said that it was strange to see the peddler had been in such hard time, as badly as that, hard time. And she was doubtful whether he had been educated. We read earlier that she was a very keen observer. So, being a very keen observer, she also noticed that he he didn't appear like an educated man. But hearing this, the Iron Master clarified that it was due to his bad condition. And he also added that the man would behave differently after getting clean and dressed up. While both father and daughter were discussing about the peddler, he entered with the valet. He was looking clean and well dressed. Why? Because he had bathed and his hair had been cut by the valet. He was wearing Iron Master's clothes and shoes, a shirt with starched collar and whole shoes. What are whole shoes? It's proper fitted shoes which covered her entire feet. And starch means it's a stuff that makes the shirt look crisp and fresh. So he was well groomed. So that should make the Iron Master happy. But no, he was not so pleased. It did not seem to be pleased to find his guest so. Why? Because now he could make out that he was not his friend. He looked at him with puckered brow. Puckered means wrinkled. When someone is angry, then what kind of expression comes on the face? Frowning expression, where the brows come together. So that's the puckered brow, showing that he was angry. And now it was easy to understand that the strange fellow in the uncertain reflection that is in the dim light of the furnace, whom he mistook to be his friend, is actually not his friend. So now he was standing in the broad light and he could easily understand that it was a mistake. So he shouted, he screamed at him and asked him to explain. So, what does he say? What does this mean? He thundered, he's shouting, he's screaming. The stranger, that is the peddler, understood that there is no point to dissimulate, to pretend. So, when the Iron Master understood his mistake and he wanted an explanation. So the peddler didn't try to make any kind of pretension. Okay, he was ready for the consequences and he knew that the splendor had come to an end. What is splendor? That is something very grand and impressive, something magnificent, luxury. So he now understood that the luxurious treatment that he was getting till now was about to end, come to an end. So he tried to explain. What did he say? He said that he should not be blamed. He said that he was just begging for a stay in the forge. He also said that he had not harmed anyone and was ready to wear his rags again. To this, the Iron Master hesitated. Why he hesitated? Because what the peddler was saying was almost true. He was begging for a stay in the forge and they insisted that he should come. So, in that way, he was correct. But at the same time, it was not quite honest. And that's what exactly the Iron Master said. Because if he didn't try to deceive them, he also didn't try to clear the doubt or undeceive them. So that's why that made the Iron Master angry. And so he threatened that he would like to call the sheriff, that is, police. Hearing this, that he wanted to call the sheriff, this made the peddler very, very angry. He took a step forward, and what he did, he struck the table very hard with his fist. He said, now I'm going to tell you, my Iron Master, how things are. So now he was telling him that thought, that philosophical thought that he tried to or he used to entertain himself. He said that this whole world is a rat trap and all the good things are a bait, just like the rinds of cheese and the small pieces of pork are a bait for a rat, which are offered to trap it. Not only this, he also pointed out to the Iron Master that he may today be imprisoned by the sheriff, but one day the Iron Master himself would be caught in the trap, will also get trapped like this. So Iron Master began to laugh. He found this explanation or this thought quite amusing. But he asked the peddler to leave at once. He said that we'll drop the idea of the sheriff. Okay, he was ready for that. So he's not going to call the sheriff, but he asked the peddler to leave at once. Now, when this conversation was going on, Iron Master daughter Edla Wilminson was present there. So just as the man was leaving, the Iron Master daughter stopped the peddler. She wanted to help the poor fellow because since morning she was planning how she could make the peddler day happy on the occasion of Christmas. Therefore, she went against her father's will and stopped by closing the door. So, father asked that what in the world are you trying to do? She tried to explain the difficulties faced by the peddler. She said that he didn't have any house and he was turned out from wherever he went, and he always kept on running in order to safeguard himself from the police. She said that she wanted him to enjoy Christmas with peace as they had promised him. Then they should not send away a man on Christmas, the man whom they had promised happiness on the day. The Iron Master was not able to find an answer to go against his daughter. So he just mumbled. He just couldn't bring himself to oppose her. The only thing he could say to his daughter was that she was trying good at convincing other, better than the priest at the church. But he also warned her that hopefully her decision would not bring any adverse effect on them. The girl took the peddler to the table and offered him food. She saw that her father had consented to her wish. So she offered him the food. Now the man was quite surprised. He didn't say anything and he started eating. Though he was doubtful of her intention and was wondering what could the crazy idea be, that why she stopped him. Now peddler went to sleep after having food. He did not cause any harm to anyone and lay down on the sofa in the guest house. He was once woken up in the afternoon, but after having his lunch, he again went to sleep. So it was like if he had never got the chance to sleep so peacefully as he had got at this place. So, what he seems to be doing, he was just having food and then sleeping, and then having food and then sleeping. In the evening, the family woke him up as they had to light up the Christmas tree. He stood there blinking as if he was getting hurt by the bright light of the candles. And then again he went to sleep. Finally, they called him again for the dinner of Christmas fish and porridge. After the dinner was over, after they had that Christmas dinner, the dinner was over, the peddler went around and thanked everyone present there, went around the table. And when he came to the iron master daughter, the iron master daughter said that the clothes which were given to him were a Christmas present, so he didn't have to return. It was a Christmas present from her father, so he could carry them with him. She even invited the peddler to be with her family for the next Christmas Eve and promised that nothing bad would happen to him. The peddler did not have an answer for this, and he just stared at the girl with wonder, with that boundless amazement that is limitless surprise, great surprise that is amazement, wonder. Next day, the father and the daughter, the iron master and his daughter, went for the Christmas service early in the morning, and they didn't disturb their guest as he was asleep. Okay, in the church, they come to know about that a Rattrap seller had stolen money from the old crofter. They realized that he was the same man whom they had over as a guest. The iron master said that it was his daughter who insisted to give shelter to a thief. And now he was wondering, that how many silver spoons had been stolen by him. So, on reaching home, the iron master inquired about the peddler from the valet. He also told him that he was a thief. To his surprise, the valet told him that the peddler, instead of taking something, had left a small Christmas gift for Miss Wilmanson. The ironmaster daughter opened the gift. It was so roughly packed that she could easily guess what was inside the pack. Apart from a rat trap, as you can see here, and three chrono notes, there was a letter. The peddler in the letter, the peddler had thanked his host who had taken care of him as if he was a real captain. In return, he gifted her a rat trap and also requested her to return the stolen money to the old man. He said that it was she who let him free from the rat trap by raising his status from that of a mere peddler to that of a captain. At last, he undersigned as Captain Von Star. So she was very happy, as because of her empathy, because of her compassion, her kind treatment of the peddler, the essential goodness was awakened in the peddler, and now he could behave like a real captain. With this, your chapter is ended and completed. If you have any doubt, you can clear your doubt with your sub teacher in your live streaming class. So, thank you and have a nice day.